Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode. Today we got a couple guests on to review Ra Bahadur. So we got Nitya, we got Anis as usual, and
How
then we got
Bahadur?
Tulasi.
No.
What?
You said
This is the
Rabba.
Lenin review.
Yeah, I don't know. Stop. Wait, can I just restart this because I like you
Yeah.
just did
No,
it
no, no,
again.
keep it, keep it. It's
Oh
funny now.
yeah,
Keep
Yeah, all
yeah.
right.
All
Just
right,
go
wait.
ahead. We
I'm
don't let
sorry. I'm
these dudes do
sorry.
it.
Okay,
We're
three.
about to
It's
lose
fine.
all any two viewers already watching at this point. Like, oh, it's the wrong video.
So,
We just
all right,
lost all our viewers.
wait. Three, two, one. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to
I'm
another
keeping it in. I'm
episode.
not editing that.
Why are
So
you counting
Wait,
down?
really?
Nothing's changing. Yeah, I'm not editing shit, bro.
No, no, no. Just take the video clip and
No,
like.
no,
at
just
this point,
just
just
stop.
move on from it.
All right,
Okay.
whatever. It's
Thank you
Lenin.
guys for coming on. We're talking about Lenin in this review. Uh, we had a lot to say after seeing the movie. I think like a good amount of us like liked it, and then like some of us hated it. So yeah, we'll get into all of that. Um, yeah, I don't know where to start. I mean, uh, I guess we could start at positives. Anis, you want to list off your one positive?
It's a good movie. I liked it. My one different positive is wasn't this cute? And that's all I'm gonna say.
Great kickoff. Um, yeah, okay, so like one of my positives that I'll say is that, and I was pretty shocked by this because I fully was expecting it to be like a really bad movie, like poorly made, everything, right? Like poorly acted, all of that. So I was very surprised to come out thinking that Akhil actually did a really good job at acting in this movie throughout. That's going to be my biggest positive. I think like he kind of carried it like throughout the whole movie. Like the story was like in and out, like pretty shitty. But I think his performance like really did carry it. So that's gonna be probably like my biggest and one of my only positives of the movie.
Yeah, for me, I think I watched it two times actually. So the first time when I watched it in the theater, and I didn't like the first half like at all for some reason, mainly because the first half was really about chemistry between the two characters and like their interaction. So there was a lot of scenes between the hero and the heroine, and for whatever reason, I really didn't connect with them for some reason. And the whole movie is revolving around them. So I didn't like the first half, but then when I watched it at home, like, 2 days later, I actually really enjoyed the first half. Like, I was actually like, okay, like these two are really cute. Their chemistry worked out very well. And they actually carried the whole movie. And I ended up loving the first half. So it was like the complete opposite for me. And yeah, and I agree with your point. Like Akil did very good. Um, and yeah, I think the chemistry was a big plus point for me.
Bhagyashri also did very good.
She did do good too. Yeah, I was actually surprised by it.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's
Her
one of
too.
my positives too. Like I really liked I liked the movie overall. I think Akil was a huge plus point. And also Bhagyashri and her character. Like I appreciate that she actually had a personality in this like template type movie. That part wasn't template. Like she actually had a personality. She um was enjoyable to watch and their chem like Nitya, I agreed with your second watch. I did like their love story in the beginning in the first half and I enjoyed it. And it like I left the first half wanting more and like to seeing like what they're gonna do in the second half. Um and yeah, I mean, like back to Bagashi, like if we're getting into like individual scenes, like I really liked that like Bakata scene where she's like kind of badass and like she like came up with these like quick one-liners back at people, and like I like that a lot. It wasn't like typical for a girl in the movie like that.
Yeah.
Even her like entry scene was really like I really liked her entry scene. Like that Yeah. was a very it was kind of like old style, I would say, but they made it like very beautiful. Until And I she fell loved the in his little kid. arms and then like that mustache fell off. That like
Yeah.
killed me. That was so
Yeah.
funny.
And then the Buttu, like his
Yeah,
blood
that was
pressure,
The
so
blood
weird.
book too.
that was
Yeah.
overkill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she definitely elevated what that character was meant to be. Like that character was a pretty template, like village heroine role, right? Like originally Srila was supposed to do it, and if I were to just compare the two performances, if Srila did the exact same things that Bhagyashri did, I would have like cringed a lot, and it would not have been enjoyable to watch. But I think Bhagyashri like brings like her sensibilities to it and her screen presence that made a big difference. So I did like her character a lot. That's a plus point. Anything
Yeah,
from
I
the
agree. I
host?
think one of the things about Bhagyashri is I think I've seen this in a couple of other movies, even when she's like poorly written, is that she has this inherent charisma to her that like even if the role is bad, just her the way that she acts and like just her energy kind of makes it better. But I definitely think that this movie in parts is pretty template, but it kind of does things differently from time to time. Like has a couple of twists that I really wasn't expecting. Like, so I think that at the end of the day, like it's kind of a template, like boils down to just same Rungstum, Dasara, that type. But I think the movie, its twists, and there's a couple of like cool scenes, like the interval, or like a couple of interesting like build-up scenes that I thought, I was actually pretty shocked because going in, I thought this was just like part 5 of the Rangastam ripoff verse. So I was just like, all right, they're trying something new at least. So that's one thing I liked.
I also like the cinematography of this movie. I think in general, all the Telugu cinemas these days, they have like, I think their cinematography like sector, they're very strong. All the movies in general, they've been doing really good. Shots చాలా బాగున్నాయి సినిమాలో.
Yeah, like back to like
Except
the twists. Like I think obviously like one of my biggest like cons, I'll get to the cons, but like were like all the random twists that happen in the middle. But I thought like at the end, the occurrences of those twists like was well done. Like for example, like yeah, the twist of like him killing Bhagyashri, like I did not think that was gonna happen, which was like okay, like it kept me like entertained and hooked to see like how things would unfold after that, right? And then like the him being like blind and becoming Daredevil, I did not expect that either. But I thought like everything that followed was good. Like I liked how Akhil acted when he was blind. So that's what kept me like hooked still, like throughout the entire climax in the last like whatever 40 minutes or so of the film. And then that's what at the end of the movie, that's what made me came out saying like, okay, like it was not a bad watch. Like I would probably not watch it again, but like for the time being when I did watch it in the theater, like I enjoyed like the last part of it.
um what pros do I have? Interval, like there's 20 minutes of the movie that's good. And that's the interval. Up to the interval, bang. That's all the pros I had.
What
I
happened at
think
the interval?
Bhagyashri, but huh?
What happened at the interval?
Interval lead up was, so I really liked when the movie showed us that on my Lechipo Indian, we find out it's like Lenin and Vasant's mom that killed,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that killed her basically.
Mm.
There's a shot of like Ishwari Rao and I don't know if it's her husband or someone else walking, and then you see their faces start to
Yes,
change. And
that guy
at
was
this
awesome.
point, yeah, at this point I didn't give a fuck about the movie.
Mhm.
So I saw their faces change and I was like,
The
oh,
the serial
yeah.
acting that they did there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But I was like, oh, I didn't know like they were behind the killing.
Yeah.
And then Shivaji's character I think dies right at the interval, like Akhil Champe started, and then it will be like,
Yeah. The
yeah,
head.
so
Okay.
yes. Yeah. And then I
Okay.
think the
Got
interval
it.
bang was just good. The elevation was just good. Um
Oh, the BGM
Bhagyashri
is
was,
really good at that point.
yeah, yeah.
Common,
I
right?
actually liked the
Someone
interval.
someone did a good job, I think, throughout.
Yeah.
The songs were like whatever, but the BGM was good.
It was Taman?
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
yeah. I think Bhagyashri, I, I personally think Ayagaru has acted better in a few other movies personally. I think
Really?
Hello he was way better, and most like I there was some serious issues with his acting I had in this movie, especially in the final few acts. I know we're divided on that, so we'll get to that later. And then I thought Vasant was like whatever. Like I didn't think he was a great actor, but Bhagyashri killed it. Her and then the interval were like the only parts of the movie I liked.
I thought Vasant did very well though with his acting.
Thanks.
Comparatively to like maybe Akhil in a few scenes. Like I kind of already understood that he was a little bit of a villain, like especially during his wedding scene. I was like, wait, like how he was acting, it was kind of villainous for some reason, and I was like having doubts on this character, even though he was such a good boy, like, throughout the film. And even after the interval, he's shown as such a good guy. But I had my thoughts, and I was like, okay, like he
In
might be the villain like towards the end or something like that.
in
Because
the interval, right before he gets stabbed, he has a facial change when Bhagyashri and Akhil are like giving each other a hug or something. He like
yeah,
kind of gets evil, and then he gets stabbed immediately. So it gets
Yeah.
like,
yeah.
confused. I both of
And
it.
we
Like
get
he has that villainous face.
Mhm. Um, yeah.
Any other pros from anyone?
um I just also wanted to like Ankith kind of said this too, but like the a lot of people are calling it a template movie and I kind of disagree. I don't think that it follows a template. Um yeah, it's set in a Uru, but like what's the template, you know? Like I feel like they with all of these twists and the like I don't know, like it's they kind of made it very Mahabharatam focused and like that whole thing. Like I've never seen a movie like that. Um, so I don't think it is a template. I do think they did a good job trying to like confuse us and like take us away from the normal templates.
I think the template part of it is like the character motivations, like like the Vasant's motivation, right? That's like template. We've seen that millions of times before. Um, but like the way that they like reveal things and like the twist that happen, yeah, I agree. Like that's not like if it wasn't for those, this movie would just, I mean, I think it would have like flopped easily. So yeah, they did do a good job of like throwing us off our scent. Like for example, like the scene you guys pointed out of like Vasant's character like being evil. Like in that interval scene, like that's usually when a villain would come out as like the bad guy, right? Like that's usually when like he might take her there and then like kill her there or something, like some villainous act or whatever, right? But they did a good job of like throwing us off and like stabbing him first,
Mm.
to make us think like, oh, okay, maybe he's actually not bad. Like maybe he actually is good, right? So they did stuff like that that kind of keeps you engaged.
I thought, yeah, I think if we're going into, or yeah, I guess I thought it was, I think I agree with my brother more. I thought it was very template because I don't know, I could guess like every scene. His first scene is like this like orphan who upholds righteousness and he gets adopted. And then they're like, Ma pillega wala niku, like you're like not actually our heir. And then Shivaji's character is like the illegitimate person that in every Telugu movie they're like, like this guy's just a bastard, fuck him. And then the villain, like Sai said, the villain lust thing, I hate. I hate when they do that. Like even in Dasara, in the
Mhm.
first, I remember the interval bang like Suri, Nani's friend's like head gets chopped off or something, and then we find out it's literally because this dude like is lusting after Kirti Suresh in the second half. And I hate when they like just turn the character into pure lust. And even then he's like, oh, Pelli Chupalo Jusano. He like looks at her stomach or whatever. He looks at like her Narumun and he's like, yo, she has to be mine in the
Mhm.
Vasan scene. And I was just like, dude, like, come on. And then I think just like even elevation, climax elevation, the Sunil thing. Lately in a lot of Telugu movies, I feel like they've been doing this since Uppana, where there's like a shocking climax reveal. But Dilogoda, like, oh, he chops off his foot, he's back on his feet, or like the Watakai chopping, all those stuff. I just thought it was like a cheap way to like get the audience to start whistling and be like, hey, like, there's our guy. I didn't think it was needed personally. And then heroine dying, all those things. Yeah, I mean, Balakrishna did it, I guess, and he's told us you were correct in that Balaya movie. So I didn't like, I could predict literally every scene in this movie except the 20 minutes in the interval twist personally. But I
Mm.
think I've also seen just a bunch of bullshit. Like this reminded me of Nasami Ranga. I don't know who the hell has watched that movie, but like it has like a similar tropes to his own dad's movie.
Who's
Um,
Nagarjuna movie?
yeah, it's really bad. Don't watch it. It's
It was
actually
from like
terrible.
3 or 4 years
the
ago, I think.
Oh, I did
hero?
watch this. I did watch this.
Yeah, it's Alar Narish. and
Yeah,
Nagarjuna, and then Raj Tarun.
Raj Tharun.
Oh
Crazy,
damn, I never
crazy
watched it.
trio. It doesn't
It
need
was
to be watched.
Sankranti
That was
smashed
a
it.
crazy movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did any of you guys notice that Akhil was acting weird in the intermission? Like, I think we see him for the first time in the intermission bang, right? And he's
Yeah.
like
Oh, in
looking
the
at
future
the,
state?
Yeah, the
yeah, in the
Yeah,
present,
present state.
because
yeah,
it's
yeah.
always his back, like throughout the
Yeah.
other.
Yeah,
And then
Phil,
when
Phil said something like that. Yeah.
Yes, Anise, I
Yeah.
think that's why I was so mind blown by his acting because I was like, when they revealed that he's blind, I was like, oh my God, that makes so much sense. He was acting a little weird in all these scenes. Like his eyes were kind of blank. Like
yeah,
I was really confused as to what his emotion was that he was expressing in some scenes because I was like, why is he not in, like, why are his eyes so blank? And like, do you remember that scene? This happens at the very end, but like the little boy is trying to leave the bar and the villains try to like block him and then Akil throws a bottle at their head or something at the wall and everyone gets up and like looks at him but I was like confused as to like who wait did Akil throw that bottle like why doesn't Akil have any like emotion on his face and then they reveal he's blind I was like that makes sense like it's like it was a really subtle like thing that he did to like somehow make him act blind but like not give it away.
in the intermission, I thought it was just
Something tells me he didn't do that on purpose.
during the
knowing
intermission,
knowing
I was
Ayagaru's
thinking
range.
it was
I knew
bad
you were gonna say
acting.
that.
Then
I
Yeah.
fully thought it
Yeah.
was bad acting.
Yeah, and I
It's
was
like
like,
when
maybe he's bad actor, but then it's like,
Because he's
whoa.
like,
No, but you see the difference, right? Like you
Yeah, and then
see
yeah,
him
I
in the
see it.
first half, how he is. So you can
Yeah,
tell there's a difference.
I know. I was like, something's wrong. Either he's a bad actor or something's
or
going
like
on.
they chose the wrong shot. You know, they're like, oh, we can't retake this shot, so we'll just like put
Yeah,
whatever.
or they chose the wrong, yeah, something. I was like, whatever. But
Yeah, because
But
like
the
for
way
me,
that he's
like,
blind is revealed is crazy. When
when
Sunil
Sunil
blurts
says
out,
Lenin is
Lenin is
blind, oh my
blind.
God, that like
I was like,
brings me
what the
back
fuck?
all day.
Wait, but you guys like figured he was
That was
blind when
so
he got like the
trolly.
chemical thrown in his face, right? And he's like, I
Yeah,
can't see. Like, we
yeah.
already knew he was gonna be
Yeah, I
blind.
thought that was Karam at first.
No, I thought it
Karam
was
doesn't make
Karam
you
at first
blind.
too.
yeah.
Yeah,
I think it was
But Karam
mixed.
doesn't make you blind.
yeah. Until they said chemicals specifically, like when he was in jail or something, that's when I was like, oh, okay, that obviously he's blind. But until then, I didn't think it was a chemical. I thought it was literally Karam.
I feel like with cinemas these days, I just expect there to be like a grand twist, right? So I'm already like speculating.
Dude, I I was dying at his acting when they threw the garum or whatever on his face. He was like, "Ay!" He was like rolling around the temple like, "Ay!" I was like, "Dude, shut the fuck up!" I was laughing so much. The guy next to me was dying too. He was like, "Ay, ay!" I was
Like,
like, "Ayagaru, relax, కొంచెం
wait,
calm
I
down."
loved that. It was like it's like 2 minutes of just him, like no music, like no nothing. It was just his voice. Oh, I think he killed it.
Dude,
No,
I
he
was,
did good
it was,
acting for
yeah.
Akhil's
Yeah.
Yeah,
standard.
but for his level, he did good. But the last like 20 minutes though, I think he did like that was where I was hooked though with his acting.
Hmm.
Like I could really understand his rage and
Yeah.
I really was rooting for him, you know. I think I agree with Akhil though with the whole thing about his karm or like whatever chemicals in his eyes. Like when he was acting at that part, I was also kind of like okay, like this is what he's doing now. But at the end though, that's like I was like okay, this guy can actually act. Like it was pretty good.
Just imagine Che in those scenes. I think it would have been atrocious. Like
Yeah, I
terrible. I
think
mean,
Akil's
unwatchable.
actually a way better actor. Akil, yeah.
Wait, we
Dude,
have to
he
wait for
had something
that.
very similar. I remember this because I was thinking, I was like, this is horrible. But in this movie, Thank You, Nag Chaitanya has like a panic attack or something, and they just put the camera on him for like 2 minutes having a panic attack. It's one of the worst things I've ever seen. Like this dude cannot perform like at all.
Yeah. I'm glad
Anyways,
that he wasn't in
I'll stop
this.
hating on him, but yeah.
Yeah, he said he wasn't in this. Uh, no, I agree. Like, yeah, I think I also tapped out of the movie when I was like already like fed up at this point, and then it opens with like Vasant and Asari, and I'm like, what the fuck am I
Oh
watching, dude?
my God.
I was like, what is going
I
on?
did not. Why did
That
they
was
do
like full
that?
psychopath. I was like, what is this
Like he
care? What
was
is this dude
so
doing?
psycho.
Like such a wannabe pushpa.
Yeah.
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 I'm like, Ardham Pardham Leni. Why did he do that? I
Dude,
don't
it
even
was
know.
so
Yeah, what
funny.
was the
Like
I don't
purpose of
know.
when
that?
he's like doing that, like Akil goes up to him and he's like, he ain't trying to stop. I
I felt so
died.
bad for
He
Akhil.
was so psychopath there.
I felt
Dude,
that
it was
I connected to Akhil's like his
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah,
teary-eyed.
I was just as shocked. I was like,
I
what
was
is
just as
happening?
shocked as Akil.
bro. This movie was unintentionally so funny. Like when they revealed that first twist of like what happened, like in the I think it was like the living room of the house. It was just Ishwarya and that dude talking. And then Shivaji was on that side, Vasant was on the other side. I'm like, bro, you might as well have just come out and fucking had a convo at this point.
Yeah.
it's
Oh
it's like
yeah, and then
Pratiyod akkade
oh,
unnadu.
literally like as they revealed like oh this person was listening to that conversation and
Yeah,
then that
Mm.
person was listening to the fact that this person was listening. It was
dude,
yeah,
Like,
that was my biggest
Bro.
con of the movie. I thought all those reveals were
reveals.
horrible, like such terrible writing. Like, yeah, I just happened to be there and I saw them murder this girl and her like boyfriend or whatever when they murder them in the woods. Like Shivaji sees them, and I'm like, horrible writing. And then the other scenes that you guys are pointing out, like, yeah, I listened to their conversation without them knowing. Like, I hate that kind of writing and that kind of reveal of the twist or whatever. Like, that was really bad. I mean, after I realized what they were doing, I was like, all right, this is a gone case. Like there's no point in like logically analyzing this anymore.
There's, there's that stupid ass scene where Vasant is about to like step on the tripwire. Instead, he sits on a rock and has like a 30-minute convo with the whole village. I'm
Yeah.
like, Baboy. I was like, yo, shut the fuck up, bro. Like, I don't need the breakdown of beef for like every single person. I was just like, okay, this movie clearly does not know what to do after ending on such a good interval bang. I think they just like just started getting like, oh, let's just make these guys sadists. Let's like make a bunch of fuck shit happen back to back to back, and then let's make them blind. So
Yeah.
I just didn't like. Yeah,
Because like to go off of that too, like Shivaji was just talking to his dog and like revealing everything that he did. That was like villainous too. Like
Anaya.
that makes no sense. Like they were just like talking about what they've done to like irrelevant people. I was like, okay. Like I liked the twists, but yeah, the reveals were just like sucky.
Yeah. What other cons do we have?
One
dude,
of
this
my
this is actually
cons.
a
If
comedy
they had a
movie.
better reason for him to go to the field every night, like why do you need to go give him insulin every day at
Dude, that was mind-blowing.
people
I
can
was
do
like,
their own
why is he
insulin.
giving him insulin in the middle of a farm at
Yeah.
midnight?
Why does it have to be in the middle of a field, first of all?
Dude,
Second of all, people do their own insulin these days.
Yeah, it's not
dude, it's
that
like
hard. Why do you need
exposing
a
too.
doctor to come give it to you?
His whole fat ass stomach is out too, and I'm like, bro, exposing Apara Babu. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, that whole Vasant reveal scene was handled horribly. Yeah. Telling a story on the rock to all those guys. And then like also some of them, it makes no sense why they joined him. He was just like, I'm gonna give you like gold. And then one of the characters is like, okay, I'll join you, like Brahmaji or something. And I'm like, what reason? Why did you first join the MLA side and then why are you now joining his side? Like there's no logic to any of that.
Yeah, I feel like Shivaji's motivation was the only one that I was like, okay, this one's
It
strong,
made
but
somewhat sense. Yeah.
yeah, it's like strong enough for him to do all
Yeah.
that stuff. But everyone else's motivations, I was like, you're going to like so many like lengths for this, for what?
Yeah, like even Brahmaji, like he actually mocked Shivaji, I think, at one point too, like you're an illegitimate kid and all that, or like whatever. And he still sided with him and is like, okay, yeah, we can go kill Vasant. And then like Vasant gives that like 30-minute speech, and then everyone's like, okay, now we're on your side. And like he's just one guy. Like you guys can all still kill him. Like he's not gonna do anything. But apparently that terrified them like a lot with their
Yeah.
expressions and everything. I was like, okay, this is a joke at that point.
Yeah.
And one thing
Brahmaji's
that was a
intro
letdown
scene,
for
he
me.
literally picks up leftover bochu and he puts it on his stupid fucking head
Oh
and
wow.
stays there the rest of the movie.
And
Ew.
the Afro wig.
Yeah, he picks up some little
Oh
leftover hair
yeah.
and then it becomes his hair for the whole movie. I'm like, bro, what is going on?
Like the first 15 minutes.
Are we
Yeah,
talking
and it
about
just stays
Yeah.
Brahmaji?
there.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, you know how he has the afro the
He's
whole
like,
movie?
yeah.
Guys, I didn't
Oh,
understand like a core part of this movie. Like anything related to the temple. And you know how they have like the cards that are like day 3, day 30. I'm like,
I didn't get
oh
any of
yeah.
that.
Yeah,
I
that one
honestly,
Oh
thing
it's
yeah.
not even necessary. I
that
think
was
And I
anymore.
didn't
crazy.
understand.
In 30 days they got married, had kids, and then like murdered half the village. And I was like, I don't understand this whole like they fell in love, all this. I was like, what's the timeline of this thing? Like, why did it like
Yeah.
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 Felt like they were trying to just shoehorn in mythological statements to be like, oh, this is the end reveal, guys. Like,
Mm.
Yeah, and then what even happened to the MLA? Like he was such a prominent character, I think in the first half because they showed him like, oh, like no one can, go against me and like whatever because he'll kill everyone, like Rangastham technically. But like in the second half, like the MLA is kind of a goner. Like he's such a useless character. And I feel like he had potential. Like they could have still gave him a good character, but he was wasted. Like many other characters in the film, I feel like even Akhil's friend, Murli, or
Yeah,
like
get up,
Sri.
Tino.
Yeah, yeah, get
Oh,
up
yeah.
scale. Like he was actually wasted. Like I genuinely thought like they would have like a good comedy angle because he's a really funny guy. Even Akio, like he's a funny guy. Like I think both of them could have, done some scenes together. But there was only like one scene where I actually like laughed between them, but it was like very subtle. Like it wasn't like, oh, like a comedy scene or something. So I wish they had more scenes. Like even when he threw those chemicals in his face, like I fully didn't buy it. Like, oh, his best friend betrayed him or like, type of thing. Like if they had more scenes, I would have been like, oh shoot, like he's such like a horrible person or like whatever. But yeah,
Yeah,
I
they had
just
too
wish
many
they had more.
characters, I think. Like
Yeah, he had like
he had
three
like a
friends
whole
or like four.
five friend group that
Yeah.
we don't even know about, and then they just randomly kill them all. Like Vasant kills them all, and we're like, who even are these people? And why does Akil care about them?
In the beginning, they just go through all of the entire village's names just so quickly. And like they could have just had like two main villains, like the MLA and maybe Brahmaji. They didn't need to have like six of them.
Yeah.
They didn't need to have like five friend characters because at the end of the movie, I didn't take any of these characters like out of the theater with me, right? Like I was just like, oh, okay. This movie was just like something like చూసి అక్కడ వదిలేసి వెళ్ళిపోవడం ఇంటికి. It's not
Yeah,
something that
it's
like
literally time pass.
yeah,
Like,
exactly.
did you enjoy it while you were watching? Yes or no? That's really what it was.
Exactly.
There's also that one guy. Is it like a Tulasi was his name, the villain guy?
Like,
And I was like, who are you, dude? Like, why are you even involved in
Wait,
this?
he's his name is Shatru. He's in Sitaramam, Pushpa. He
No,
was
no, in the movie, his name was Tulsi. Like they kept referencing him because like we heard it and we're like, why are they saying Tulsi? And then we realized it was this guy's name.
yeah, he got the face guard.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah. His real name is Shatru. He's in like many other
Dude, first
movies.
off, why do you know
Mhm.
that? Why do you know this dude's name?
Oh,
Like,
because
who the
I
fuck
think
is
he's a
this
good
guy?
actor.
Oh,
He was the
wow,
police in Pushpa. He's
Uh,
a cop.
Yeah, he
not
was the
like the
police
he
in
was the
Pushpa.
Pushpa one.
Yeah, in Pushpa
Yeah.
1.
Yeah.
Like that finds the lorry with
Oh,
sandalwood.
yeah, yeah. They never bring him back for two, right? Sukumar
No,
forgot about
because
him
it
along
changed
with.
to Fahad. What is his name? Fasil.
Fahad.
Fahad Fawcett.
yeah.
Fahad. Yeah, Fahad.
Yeah,
But yeah, there's a lot of irrelevant characters that did not need to be there.
like
Guys, I was
90% of that bar he's in is irrelevant. Like,
Yeah, the other guy from Pushpa's there, the one of the brothers, I think, right? Like the the guy that cuts his leg off, he cuts his leg off
in
in
Pushpa.
Lenin. Yeah, he was in Pushpa. He was like, I don't know, he's like the numbers guy or whatever in Pushpa that was managing the books.
I forgot.
Anyways,
I
Guys,
honestly
guys,
forgot.
very frank చెప్పాలంటే, whenever Vasant came on the screen, I was just like staring at him and I have no idea what was happening. And I was in cinema.
that's crazy.
Dang.
And like
He
heart
looked.
eyes. I'm like,
Even when he was the
He looked.
villain, bro.
yeah, I love villains.
Even when he was in a dress.
I thought that was crazy.
This, this makes sense. Why you like Gopi Chand so much? I think I think I see a correlation.
He's like Gopi Chand and Nijam. That's what you like him in.
Nijam is kind of weird though. But I like him in Varsham.
Yeah, I liked him in
Nisham is where you draw the line.
Nijam is too far. Too much. He was
Oh,
also
I
bald. That's
forgot.
the problem. He was bald.
Not that he
This
was a
mus
psycho.
this
He was just that he was
mustache is the
bald.
problem.
That too.
Yeah, I I actually have no words for like how stupid this movie gets at times. Um, yeah, like Sai said, Sunil saying Lenin is blind in that
Dude,
accent had me
me and
rolling.
Sai like cracked up so loud in the theater.
Dude, I don't know why he said it like that. He said it like
He's
comedy
blind.
Sunil. Like
Dude,
he didn't say
after
it like
like,
a dramatic dialogue. He said it like as if it was like kick Sunil or like Jalsa Sunil.
dude, why is this blind ass dude drawing Mahabharata on the wall in his jail cell? Like, what is going on? What is happening? So the cinema pero Lenin and Lagoda. I have no fucking clue. They put some
Yeah, why is
stupid.
his name
It's
Lennon? I was
yeah,
really hoping they would just explain that. They didn't.
no. They
Just
kept
like
saying
we have a
Lenin.
Stalin, we have a Lenin now.
I
Yes,
don't
sir, Tiger
understand any of
Pasta.
the Mahabharata mentioned in this movie either.
It's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, they just like made him like
Either like to make it deep, they like tried to,
sing.
but it's like they didn't need to have any of that.
Yeah, one of the things that I felt was kind of disappointing was that like Shivaji's character, like some character says he's like kind of a father to Lenin, and you have this bond where even though like all the other villains are trying to kill like Vasant, they're also trying to kill Lenin, and he's like, no, don't touch Lenin and Bhagyashri, but then he just gets killed off in one scene, and we don't even get like a confrontation scene of like, oh, you betrayed me or anything. I was just kind of like, are we gonna let this fly by? Like he just chops his head off, and I'm like, you didn't even say like you betrayed me, anything. Like I thought it was pretty crazy.
Yeah, I agree. I was disappointed that they didn't have that either. Even like with his mom too. Like she like was part of this plot to get him killed, but like then she like also never considered him as like another child. Like she always considered him her own child, even though he wasn't. And so that was disappointing too that they didn't have that like closure.
I
Yeah,
didn't know she
suddenly
was
like
part of the plot.
Hmm?
I didn't know that the mom was part of this plot to kill Lenin and Bhagyashri.
He wasn't.
she
Or
wasn't.
sorry, the just the Vasant thing and like go behind because she knew that at that time she knew that Lennon liked her, right?
No, no, not yet.
Yeah.
No.
I don't know, but I think Nitya or Sai made the point in like a chat that even Ishwari Rao turns like righteous all of a sudden. She's like,
Yeah, she just
oh,
gives
like
Lenin elevations at the
yeah,
end for no reason.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
bro, you killed an innocent girl. Like literally
Yeah.
40 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Like massacred her on the fields. Like let's
Yeah.
like at least make her fully evil or
Yeah.
don't, right? Like yeah,
Yeah, she was
makes no
literally like, I
sense.
don't want Angeli or something at the beginning, and now she's like, Bangaram hindi ka ammani champesa or something
It
like
was
that.
like Shivagami.
Yeah, basically.
They kind of hinted to it. I felt like because like whenever she was like this goddess mother like of the village, but then whenever Shivaji's character talked to her, he's just like, "Shut up, you illegitimate child." I was like, "All right, that's kind of like out of left field." I felt
Yeah.
Yeah.
like why so much hate? So then when they're just like, "Oh, she's like killed like that Rungstom like Prakash Raj," like, "Oh, like you're not one of us." I said, "Okay, you know what? That makes sense." But when she just goes from that. And then with Wasn't reveal, it was crazier in the first half because it was like, oh, okay, she's evil, but now she's like, oh, he's doing it for her like son, and I'm like, all right, like, so she's not even the mastermind here. I was like, I felt like that character was really weirdly handled.
Hmm. She
Dude, they
was
should have just done an evil mother-son duo and they become the villains and that would have been so
but
cool.
don't you think that would have been really flat and like then we would have been like these people don't have depth and they're like very two-dimensional.
I mean, was there anything really that had depth and two-dimensional about what they were doing anyway?
This movie's not very
Um,
three-dimensional, not gonna
but
lie.
yeah. But I feel like
I
that
think
alternative is not better either.
I think it is a bit better because it's consistent. Like at least the mom, like Ishwari Rao becoming morality out of nowhere is like random. At least if she's evil throughout the movie, then you're like, okay, she's just evil. And then I think Vasant, yeah, like the Vasant stuff, it was so stupid. I hate when movies take a character and do a 180. Like this dude was so normal for 30 years, and all of a sudden, like he starts killing people in the hospital. He
Mhm.
starts like planning murders. He starts dressing in saris, like overnight. Like it's just so weird. Like they turned him into a full psycho narcotic like within like the span of two halves. And
Yeah.
I was just like, okay, like I guess because they needed a villain to for us to root against. Um, but yeah, I just didn't like his character motivation. It was literally like Shine Chaco, where the fuck his name is in Dasra. Like they're literally the same character.
I hated Dasra. Did anybody like Dasra?
No.
No, I don't like Dasra.
Even though this was very similar, like I thought this was more enjoyable to watch than
Yeah.
Me
Ankith
too.
was. Well, do
I'd
we
like
have
to
any
ask a
other
question
points?
though. Yeah, I wanted to ask a question because like this is kind of like a general thing, not necessarily about Lenin, but like when I was coming out of theater with Sai, we were talking about like the motivations of like Vasant and stuff, and Sai was like similar to like you guys, like I just hate that it was about lust and like about like this girl. And I was like, yeah, but like if you think about it, like don't most conflicts come from like just a few things, like either a girl or love or like uh money or land or like power. Like, isn't that what drives humans in general? So like I think that's where like I also appreciated like the Mahabharata thing. Like I not appreciate, but like it makes sense that they connected it to that because I think they were trying to say that like even though we're like 2000 like thousands of years past that, like I feel like a lot of the things that we still do as humans can be drawn back to those things. Um, but honestly, I couldn't think of like other reasons than those main four things that like would make a good motive for someone. If you guys had any thoughts. I listened to a lot of like true crime too, so I was like digging. I was like, what makes people do bad things? I'm like, unless you're just like something snaps and you go psycho, like I feel like it usually is those things.
I don't
Yeah.
Yeah.
think it's the motivation. I think it's the fact that they just dropped it, you know? Like if they've built it up over time, like okay, he turns a little bit more villainous, but like him just like sitting on that rock and he's like, hey guys, like I'm actually a bad guy this whole time. Like out of left field kind of like I feel like that's really what got me. Like I can get the like love triangle thing. Like that was it's a whole separate movie itself and it went in that direction, but just kind of tossing that in there, I just felt like was really weird.
Yeah, I think
That
I
makes
agree with like your points though, like Tulsi, with like the whole motives of why like someone would be villainous. But it's just like I've seen it so much in so many different movies that okay, this is the reason why. So I think I just got tired of like that whole trope. But like definitely that is one reason why someone would be like, okay, like, why there can be a conflict between two main characters.
yeah, it's just crazy.
Yeah. I agree. I agree with you. It's also like I think it's a trope thing, like Nitya said. Like we also see the violence against women thing in like every major Telugu movie, even Pushpa 2, like, and that does happen. That happens so often, but it's like the way they show it, like so like even like Vasant staring at like Bhagyashri with that like weird BGM, like evil BGM, or just like Pushpa 2 climax, like they just drag, or even like a lot of movies, they just drag stuff that happens in real life, and you can just tell it's like it's not done out of like, oh, this is to represent reality. I think like they're just lazy writers. I don't give them the benefit of a doubt. I just think they're like, oh, this guy has to be evil. Let's make him lustful. And even though it does
Yeah,
agree, like they just show it really poorly, I think.
true.
Yeah,
Um,
I think it's the easy way out. Is basically
yeah,
what they did. Even with Decoy, that's why I had a problem with it in Decoy. I think they just chose the easy way out. Like they needed a problem to happen. Okay, this is the problem we'll go with, and we'll just shoot that. Like that's what they did.
yeah. I think even like Minnal Murley, like the villain, he's in love. Like and like he does a lot of fuck shit because he's just so in love with that like the widowed wife. Like it's not lust per se, but it's still like in a sense it is, but like you slowly start to see his character get like worse and worse because he's driven by his motivation to have her. Whereas in this movie, it's just like one half he's like Mr. Perfect, second half he's like straight psycho. Um,
Who are you talking about before? Widowed wife? What is that?
from Minnal Murley, like the villain, like, I think they do it pretty well.
Is it a Telugu movie?
It's a Malayalam
No, it's a
Okay.
Malayalam movie.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah,
I
I
can't
guess
think of any.
it's
Yeah.
about like just being creative with like I don't know, revealing the motive or something. I don't know. Because yeah, coming down to it, the motive is usually the same thing in all these movies, but like it's about like building it up and revealing it.
They kind of hinted at the beginning because they said that she went to school in Madras, and then
Yeah,
they said that he went to school in Madras.
yeah.
But
As soon as they said that,
they came back like 2 hours later, or
yeah,
like an hour and a half. I'm like, all right, who's gonna
and they
like
show a
remember
scene
that?
of him. Doesn't he kill a student there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Someone that
Yeah.
like was friends with her
Yeah.
When
or was
I
sitting
saw
next
that
to her.
when I heard that they both went to the same school in Madras, I immediately thought this would be like an RX 100, and then Bhagyashri is going to like use Lenin, but she wants to be with Vasant. I thought that was the way the plot was gonna go.
You were
I
thinking
thought
deeper
that
than the director,
Yeah.
so
Yeah. That would have been more interesting, probably. Well, if we've covered all our points, then we can go into scoring it. I guess I'll start off with my score. Um, yeah, so by the end of the movie, like I just saw it as like time pass entertainment. Like obviously all the logics are terrible. Like it's not, I mean, we went through all of them. Like I think it's like a known fact. I think we all agree that they were all handled pretty poorly. Like the reveals and all that stuff. Um, but I mean, overall, like if I were to look at it as like, was I engaged and was I entertained? I was by the end of the movie. So I'll still give it like a 6 out of 10 just because like I liked it and I was engaged. And I thought Akhil gave a pretty good performance for the type of movie that this was. So that's what I'll go with. Maybe like 6.5. Can make an argument for that, but 6 to 6.5.
Yeah, I would give it a 7 out of 10 probably. Yeah, I was engaged. Like I was definitely having fun like while watching it. And even the second time when I watched it, I wasn't like bored because I think all the elevation scenes and everything were very well done and Akil did very well. So I would give it to those probably. Like the twist, even though I knew like what was happening and what's gonna like happen when I was watching it the second time, um like I was still like entertained even though I knew like what was going on.
I would also give it a 7. Um, I was entertained and I was like always I was wanting more at the interval and like throughout. There was a few times in the first half where I was like kind of bored and going on my phone, but like I still enjoyed it and I appreciate all the twists and everything. So and Akhil's acting and Bhagyashri's character. So 7.
Yeah, I give this movie a 6.5. I think it was a pretty clean cinema. It was entertaining and they didn't really mess up too bad. Template cinema is fine. I enjoyed it. Yeah.
I I also forgot to add, like, Loki, fuck the songs. Like, besides the Vareva song, I didn't care about like any any of them. There's so many in this
Yeah,
movie.
and there were too many.
Yeah, there were a lot.
Yeah,
There was
'cause,
like
like,
three after they got married that were so irrelevant.
yeah,
They did not need them in the
You
plot.
just needed to.
They had a love song, a marriage song, a post-marriage song, and there's like one other song. There's like four of them.
the Elevation song, right, or some shit. I don't
Yeah.
remember that. Kind of.
Soul of
I hate
Lenin.
that. And I hate when Telugu movies like just show love and relationship through songs. Like, just can you write write dialogue? Can you write a relationship? No, they can't.
Yeah, I feel like Amadi was like one of the few times they actually did that well in Hainana too.
Yeah,
Mhm.
But like, yeah,
yeah.
and then usually at the end of the song, there's a fuck ass kid too. After these, uh, uh, all right,
Like
this
in
movie,
oh sorry.
yeah.
Like that one
No, no, you
movie,
go.
Rana and Kajal. What's it called?
Oh
Oh,
yeah, Nene
Nene Raj,
Rajam.
Nene
Nene
Raj.
Raj Nene. That love song is their whole relationship, and by the end of it, she's pregnant. Like that's it.
And then they kill her off.
Yeah.
That's the movie where he fucking blows up the whole assembly in like the climax. Yeah,
He
yeah,
becomes like a terrorist in the climax. Yeah.
yeah. Stupid fucking movie. I think I give Lennon like I mean, to be honest, I think we spent most of this podcast talking about what we all didn't like, despite half of you really liking it, which is funny. Uh, I would say it's like it's not as bad as, but like once again, it's not an offensive movie. It just doesn't do anything new. So it's not like that D or other movies where I'm like oh, like they actually had good female character. They had like some cool ideas. They just like put very little effort, which is better than like showing us like outdated, like regressive concepts at the least, right? So I think it met like the bare minimum for being like like I was bored, but it was fine. I wasn't like pissed leaving the theater, so I'll give it like a 4.5, like 5. it was whatever. I just didn't think it did anything new, but the bar is in hell for this dude also. Like he makes such bad movies. So good for him.
Yeah, I'd say for me, like throughout the first half, like I thought it was like a solid 6.5. I think the second half is where I got a couple problems, but throughout the whole movie, I feel like it maintained like a like above average feel. Like I never was like, oh, this movie's ass or like this movie's terrible or this movie's amazing. So I feel like for me, I'd give it like a 5.5. Like I think a movie like Rob Aldur has like highs and highs, but then like really low lows, so like it fluctuates. But I think throughout all of Lenin, it's like the same, like because it's mostly just template. So we've seen this before, but I think it's like template done a little differently to spice things up, like the reheated pasta, but you put some like chili flakes on it. It's like a little bit of flavor, but it's not something that's like changing the game.
That was like
Like
a
a
Wow.
barbell type comparison.
yeah.
Yeah, I think it's day old upma actually with some pachipana chutney on it. But yeah, that's good. I like the pasta approach.
Yeah, I'm like Peddi. Like I loved the dog in this film for some reason. Even though I had like not that many scenes,
Love,
Not the
I
dog
loved the
coming
dog.
back.
love
No, it
Kanaya.
gave so much
Kania.
aura to Akhil, bro. Like
Yeah.
whenever it was just like standing next to Akhil, I was like, okay, they're like the power pair. Like I loved both
Yeah.
of them together for some reason.
They definitely did the service dog act a lot better in this movie than Nick.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah,
forgot there
yeah.
was a dog in Peddi.
It was just like a
The
split
Peddi
Honestly, like
movie, we
it's
talk
crazy
about
we
it
even
every
remember
minute.
it.
Yeah.
I think the dog Loki acted better than this dude. Shivaji is such a bad actor sometimes. He just overacts in every scene. He's like, ah, like they're always yelling and shit.
Did you guys see like the scene where he dresses up as like a
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
army
Dharmaraj.
guy?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh my God, that was Chodanki Bhayankaro.
I can't see him the same after the Mangapati. Like he is Mangapati in real life.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
wasn't acting in that movie. That's why he was so good in it.
Uh, yeah, anything's
All right,
better than
guys.
Peddi. So
Wait.
Well, thank you for listening to our podcast. Hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you liked Lennon or didn't like it. Drop your comments below. We are reading them. But
And
yeah, thanks
we're
for listening.
responding.
And we're responding, yeah. Um, but yeah, we'll definitely come back with another review soon. So keep your eyes open. Until then, we'll catch you later.